Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers.
Okay, so in this episode, notice Eldest Critical. Yes, it is. Why thank you, fancy magical voice. Eldest Critical because, well, I didn't have my helmet on. And, well, why is that an issue? Well, we're now no longer in creative. We are in survival. And we're done. Okay. So I'm going to take this as from the point of where we would be if we had just jumped, made the magical jump that we are always referring to. That hopefully within this next week we will actually be able to do. And so we have a Kess, one Reaper, and one Scorpion. So this is where we're going to be going forward with this series, as it's a long ways down. So, let's start by surveying the planet. We kind of know where we want to build, so it's kind of cheating. But in either case, for the sake of exploration, let's head down to the planet. That beacon's at a really bad spot and needs to move. Okay, so I'm saying we still build in the same place we were at last time. I think that was a really good spot to build at, So this episode will be pretty much just ferrying things around. I want to see if we can connect. So we got some stone, nickel, and cobalt. Guess we can do that. Fly around, get a lay of the land. All small area that it is. But I think this will suit our needs for the next week. Hopefully only the week. Till the actual planets come out for real. So I'm hoping this is all ice over here, like a glacier. Okay, good. It is. Alright, so we have the ability to get oxygen if we do need it. I guess we can play as though this is a hostile environment because we don't have O2. So this is iron and nickel, which is really good. Well, we pretty much know that that's iron there. So one thing we're definitely going to have to go digging for is going to be uranium. There's no question about that. We're going to need some uranium. Alright, so I think for our building purposes, we're going to build a little bit further back into this valley. There's more flat terrain back here, so I think this is where we're going to build at, is over here. So let's see if we can go ahead and bring down one of the other vessels. Can we connect? We can. So let's go ahead and bring down the Scorpion. So we want to go to 3. Does he clear that? Oh, he's close. Alright. Yeah, when I parked him, he was a little sideways. Alright, so Scorpion can reach from up there. That's pretty awesome. So, oh, because we're only 2,000 meters away. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take the Scorpion down. And I'll bring you guys back on the other side of the cut because I'm going to bring the Reaper down as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here. We have our ships down there on the surface, and we can start going from there. So see you on the other side of the cut. Okay, so we got our ships down on the surface. Now let's go ahead and modify our ability to see. We know the Kestrel's upstairs, so we don't need to track her. She's right there. So, actually, I think we are going to go ahead and... Oh, so used to playing around down here that I forgot we don't no longer have gravity. Alright, so we have to keep track of O2, and we have to keep track of energy pretty rigorously because it's a long way back for O2. I think Kess is oxygenated now. She is. Okay, good. So that's a good sign. Alright. Let's see, K. We don't have any O2 tanks. I should have brought some. Actually, I should have brought a lot of things that I didn't. Such as I didn't load up this guy with any supplies. Basically, right now we just need some steel plates. So I'm hoping he has some. Ah, good. He has some. Let's get the basics started. Obviously, as we're not in creative, it's going to start a lot more rudimentary than it was in our creative mode. Same premise. We'll keep things in mind going forward. But yeah, we need to get things rolling in the right direction. So new station. Okay, so another thing I did was I turned on the physics for voxel for large ships. So what that's going to do is when a large ship breaks apart, or a station breaks apart, my apologies, the components that break free of the station are going to act like large ship blocks. So that's something we need to keep in mind. So alright, so let's go ahead and build ourselves a small structure. So in the start of this small structure, it brings up one of your guys' comments. I was going to comment on your guys' comments in yesterday's video, but I thought I'd comment on them here while I'm doing this stuff. So thing 1 and thing 2 had brought up the fact that we should be raising our structures up and putting our piping underneath. Great idea, and I'm totally going to be going forward with that. So our limited amount of materials right now, though, we're going to just keep it simple. So I think right now we're just going to literally build a 3x3 like that. And let's see, what are we going to need? We're going to need... I think we're going to start simple, and we're going to start with the solar panel. I did not turn on solar rotation, as I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. Construction component, huh? Alright. So let's go construction components. Let's grab some motors. A couple some large tubes. We don't need thruster components. Just in case we lose ours, because that's turned off as well. Alright, so that should be fine. Alright, so we're going to get some power generation online. We need to be able to charge our suit. And that's going to be something that's going to be pretty critical. So G... I would also like to get a battery. So the solar power that is produced is stored while we're not using it. What's on this first page? Come on, Havoc. Alright, so we're not. Okay. So a battery as well. Okay. And then G, a chair. Just the basics to get us started. This is nowhere near as basic as I thought we were going to start. Oh, come on, interior plates, really? I don't have any. This is not as basic as I had planned, because our basicness was, well, you know, I kind of think that Core Gesture put it right, is that survival tends to tamper with creativeness, and or creativeness tampers with yeah, this is the part where I'm going to complete a sentence and a thought all at one time. Creative mode screws with your ability to be creative. I understand that, and now I'm flying this ship all the way back up to the Kestrel because we need supplies that I did not grab. So this is a part where it gets interesting, is because I can't offload the Kestrel into the Scorpion, as it didn't fix any of the docking collars to be one-way docking collars. So that's rather cumbersome. So now I'm going to have to do this and then fly all the way up here to collect more items. We're going to go ahead and park inside. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to collect a bunch of supplies, and so that way we can actually get some things built down on the surface of the planet, and we'll see you guys on the other side of the cut. Okay, so we're back from the cut, and yes, I have some interesting news. Almost all the inventory is gone. Not sure why, but we have 0 steel plates. We had just so much before, and now it's all gone. Also, no, we're doing okay on uranium. I saw the top numbers and got really concerned. So the actual reactors are full. So our AI is controlling the power management, so that'll be okay. So interior plates, none. Large tubes, 1.6 thousand, which is a considerable amount. We have some solar cells. Let's go get those put in. So I brought you guys back because, well, I'm kind of astounded that I had no idea I was this low on supplies. So let's see here. Let's grab some more solar. Okay. So this allows us to build a couple solar panels down on the surface. Let's try cells. Oh, we do have cells. That's good. So we can build some batteries as well. As we don't have a lot of uranium yet, and we've yet to find any on the surface, we're going to rely on solar. And therefore we're going to have to limit how much power we drain. Let's see. We're also going to need some medical components. Let's see, how much does it take to build one? Medical components, it takes 15 medical components, but it needs 240 interior plates. Alright, production. Are we in production or disassembly? Assembly, okay. So let's see, can we make 200 steel interior plates? Okay, we can. So we will. We'll make 200 interior plates. That's 200 what? 240. Okay. Wow. Let's go with 300, please. Alright, cool. So we have enough. Required available. We have 8,000 iron. I wonder if by chance I somehow did disassemble all. I don't remember doing that, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, so we're going to need some displays, computers. Just pretty much grab what we can at this point. So some displays. Let's find our welders. There we go. Grab some more displays. I want to try to minimize these trips as much as I can, going back and forth. Alright, so Let's grab some computers. How many do we have of those? Okay. So it looks like we have a lot of components, just not as much as we would have anticipated. Because I could have swore we did have quite a bit more. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so we have these ships for antennas. So we're able to relay communications back and forth between the ships at this point, so we don't need to put a radio communications down on the station, or on the planet. Let's see here, what else do we need? We're also going to need probably ice. Or tanks. How many tanks do we have? Okay, so we're going to grab a couple tanks. And we need to keep an eye on ours for now. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and look at an OT farm, which is here. Steel plates, bulletproof glass, large tubes, metal grids, construction components, and computers. Okay. Actually, you know what? It's going to be cheaper on a small ship, so we're going to end up doing that. Okay, so we're going to need metal grids as well. Let's see here. Oh, good. We have some. Large tubes we already have. Let's see here. Capacity. Okay. Let's see here. So that was for the number 8 on him. It's going to be pretty cheap. Bulletproof glass. Okay, that might be a problem. I stand corrected. We have plenty for now. Alright. So let's see. Now we're going to need to check out on the tank. So let's go here. Tank shield very much. So okay, we have oxygen storage tank and oxygen tank. So this is from the small ship mod here, I think. And this guy here. So this one here is a little bit more expensive, but in either case they both work the same. Small tubes, construction components, computers. So okay, I don't think we have any small tubes, so let's go ahead and grab some of those, and then we're gonna head down to the surface and get some things built. Small tube. Alright, so obviously with this little bit of a change in the way I'm recording, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get adjusted to. I just need to put a chair on this thing, don't I? There should be a spot where I don't burn myself. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to get adjusted to the play style, I guess. I guess I'm not sure how to word this. So we're definitely going to need to be able to be flexible in the way we're building stuff, because now I had that grandiose plan of interior plates. Yes, that's right. We didn't grab any of those. Of building this base in a specific way, and that did not turn out anywhere near what we had anticipated. So it's a great example of needing to be flexible going forward in this. So the recording is going to have to be as well, because I'm not quite sure, to be honest, what I'm doing. I mean, I know we're building space engineer stuff, and I know we're not even having tools on our toolbar. Let's see, let's put that there, and you here. Alright. Alright, so now we can get out of here. So TK. Oh. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and head back down to the surface, and we're going to go ahead and continue with the build process on everything down below. Actually, I'm going to turn gravity up in the Kestrel. It'll help drastically with our power management. We're not going to be spending a lot of time up here to begin with. I want to leave the door open though. Albeit not the greatest idea ever. So that's gyros. Let's try gravity. Both of them. Set to off. And they're still on. What did I do? I just turned off their visibility. Yep. Show block and terminal, turn that back on. And oh, that's weird. I did it again. Okay, well the gravity's off. I know there's two of them. Got one of them off. I think that'll be fine for now. Alright, so I'm going to head back to the surface and going to get the things we have there welded up. And we'll see you on the other side of the cut. Okay, so we're back on the surface. Let's go ahead and grab the Scorpion. And remote block, control, 3, 1. Alright, so we got our battery online. Do we have enough to get the solar panel online? Hopefully, please. I have a feeling I'm going to be disassembling that one and placing a smaller one in its place. So that's going to be the problem, is it's out of steel plates. Alright. So next thing up is going to be some type of oxygen generation, because we know we can go get ice. We need to build something that will allow us to, well, to be honest with you, I think we need to get our refinery up and going. So we only need 4 steel plates. Then there's 1, 2. Oh, does this move? Weird. I figured that would have moved. Maybe it's only during destruction only. That's a possibility. So alright, let's get this online. Fantastic. Alright, so we have power now. So please recharge. It's going to take 16 hours to be fully charged. That is phenomenal. No. No, it's not. But we now have a chair. We can get energy. Fantastic. Now we just need to get O2 online. Yeah, I'm not sure how to easily go about creating O2. I'm going to take this off here. That looked foolish. So I'm thinking an O2 farm is probably the easiest, along with a tank, because we can put our bottles inside the tank and just refill them from there. So let's see here. Number 8. We're going to need 40 steel plates, which we do not have. So let's grab the tank first, which is probably going to take even more steel plates. It is by a lot. So we're going to need 80, 120 steel plates. Hey Cass, can you make us some steel? Actually, yes, she can. The Kestrel can make us steel plates. Let's go ahead and jump over here, grab some O2, and a better antenna. Kestrel production, assembler 2. Alright, we're going to make a few hundred steel plates because we're going to need them. Got O2 and energy from the Cass, which is pretty awesome right now. And then let's see if we can get the farm down. 7. No, 8. There we go. So albeit this is going to be really lackluster as far as production compared to where we came from, and in abundance and overabundance in all supplies. So we just need, at this point, we just need to get enough steel plates to produce all this. And I'm going to need to get some gravity up, I think, eventually, because I keep wanting to have my jetpack on. So let's go Scorpion, Control. Alright. Albeit the steel plates are missing, it should be complete. I know I was right there. Can I push myself? Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm going to run up there, grab the steel plates real quick, and when I get these welded up and online, I'll bring you guys back once we get the welding done. So let's see you on the other side of the cut. Okay, so we're back. We get these welded up. Okay. And there we go. We're now producing O2. Oxygen tank. I'm really glad they did add these extra decimal places because I felt so. Yeah, see, we can actually see it moving. That's much better than where we were at before. Because before, we couldn't even tell we were gaining any oxygen until way later. So that's a fantastic upgrade. Let's turn our light off. That'll help drastically for our power consumption. The word of the day, drastically. Brought to you by Havoc. Alright, so brought down some reactor components, which a little early for that, I think. But it doesn't hurt to have it on us at any point in time. So let's see here. What else can we build? Number 8's conveyor, right? It is. Okay, so he built this as a conveyor. Oh man, this is... So I don't know if you guys noticed, but this looks exactly like what we were doing in the last episode. This is just a much scaled down version, right? So you can see it, right? That there'd be a guard tower here and a wall going across to another guard tower. Yeah, this is totally not looking anything like what we were doing. But again, that's the part we were talking about just a little bit ago, where the creative mode tends to change the way you do things. It's easy to click a block and just say, there it is. Whereas here, we clicked a bunch of blocks and we're like, no, we don't have that much steel. We're not going to just like click a block and there it is. Alright, so next up we need to get I think this is going to work. I think if we got a one or two more, we'd be okay. So, we're going to let it go. I think we're going to be okay with this. It's not enough to pressurize any rooms on, but it'll be enough to charge a bottle. So we're going to go ahead and stick with that. So next up, I think we need to get a refinery online so we can get some more steel and get some iron, turn it to steel plates so we can start building our structures the way we envision them, the way we want to go forward. So let's go ahead and get, let's see here. We already, so we're going to put this here. Alright, so let's put this here, here. Oh, we're out of steel plates. All one of them that we had. Okay. Plate. Okay, so I have 282 steel plates. What I think I'm going to want to do next instead of that is we're going to need power. So I'm going to go ahead and put another solar panel down, because it's going to take forever to charge this battery with. Alright, so how about it there, man? Do you want a place? You don't, because you're upside down. Oh, come on now. There we go. Oh, construction components, really? Okay, so the idea is that even if we built a refinery right now, we wouldn't be able to power it. So this is why I want to get another solar panel down. Alright. Okay. Scorpion. Here. Control. Alright, so I think this is a good place to be wrapping up the episode. Like I said earlier, I'm not sure what kind of format we're going to get into recording for this. Because to be honest with you, this is kind of a disposable thing. I mean, we are learning from this. Obviously, from going from creative to here, we learned a lot just in that little bit of time. So we need to move the ship closer too. Alright. Nice, gentle. There we go. Alright, so yeah, when we start getting a little bit further into this, it'll be a lot easier for us to build and to figure out where we're going with things. Now, from 16 hours to 6 hours, much better. So oxygen tank at 0.43%. Alright, so we'll be able to progress a little bit better tomorrow in our next episode. What I'll probably be doing is a little bit of live streaming, because we're going to have to be doing a little bit of harvesting of ores. So you guys look for my Twitch stream to be broadcasting. I'll be sending out a Twitter. I'll be posting it on Facebook, just like I always do. It's been a long time coming, but it's been, hey, summer started, and I was enjoying it. So, yeah, look for that. So this is Havoc. Have fun. Keep gaming.